Having a pre-market plan is the best way to become a profitable trader. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Mini Trades back with another video. And in this video, I'm going to be explaining to you why having a pre-market plan is so crucial to become a successful trader. Now, the thing about having a pre-market plan is that you have a plan and you can act on it, right? And if you don't act on it, you have something to look back on, see how it played out, notice that you were undisciplined, and actually try to fix your mistakes. But if you do not have a plan and you don't trust your plan and you deviate from your plan, or let's just say you don't even make one, you can't really go back and see if you were disciplined or not. You can't really manage your mistakes and try to become better. So having a pre-market plan in that sense is crucial to become a better trader, along with seeing your growth as a trader, right? So once you have a pre-market plan, sometimes it's going to work, sometimes it's not. The times it does, you see what worked, and the times it doesn't, you sit back, you build discipline and see what went wrong, and then you grow from that. So you actually have something to go off of to grow. So what happened today was we were looking at WENA, and AIEV was our top play out of pre-market plan from the YouTube stream that we have every Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 7:45 Central, so 45 minutes before market open. We talked about AIEV being our top play after WENA is going to top out here, right? So we said WENA is going to top out close to 555, and then volume is going to rotate into from this dump into AIEV, and that's exactly how I was able to make 10. You guys can see I was up $10,000 on the trade, and this is exactly how you see the people making money in the Discord. Here we have this monster trade. Here we go, holding full. Beautiful trade from 3.7 to 4.15. Nice one. So that's exactly how we did it. All right, but now let me show you what exactly the pre-market plan was. So in pre-market on WENA, I took a trade in pre-market right here. We were looking at market structure. So now WENA has ran so much, right? WENA has ran so much all the way from $1 to $5. So because it's ran from $1 to $5, realistically, how much more room does it have to go out the open? Probably not so much, right? And especially it's been such an uptrend. There's no dip like this AIEV, right? It's been an uptrend, uptrend, uptrend. And if you go back and look at stocks that have just been in a complete uptrend in pre-market, they typically like to die down because all of the buying pressure is used. Market makers have basically used all of their buying pressure or all their momentum in pre-market, and then they dump it into open, and you typically see no buyers into that open. But we came down to this structure and held up, in which we took some nice trades off of. But the key thing you want to notice, so when this stock was running, I looked at the 4-hour chart and the daily chart. What I noticed about WENA, and the reason why I looked at the 4-hour chart is because I saw it running yesterday, and then I saw it run in pre-market. So when I saw it running yesterday, it was already at lows, and then when I looked at it today, it dumped, so I assumed that it was an all-time low. So when I went to the 4-hour chart, it was an all-time low. It grabbed liquidity below this dump, right? Grabbed all the liquidity that they needed, all the shares that they needed, and made that move up. And now that you know we've grabbed all the liquidity, our price target is going to be in the area that caused the dump. So the final PT for me was 555, and on the way up, I knew what I was targeting. That 5-minute, we created structures and we took some nice trades over here at this bottom, and then alongside over here into open with our structure holding. So for example, like when I was done. Now, if you compare the two 4-hour charts, we went to the 4-hour here on AIEV, and if you compare the 4-hour charts, they look very similar, right? You have a dump. Let's compare them. Okay, you have an absolute dump, make an all-time low, generate. You have a dump, you generate liquidity, and then you make that move up. So you have a big dump, you generate liquidity, and you make that big move up. And that's why, because the chart on AIEV was so similar to WENA, I said that, hey, these charts are very similar. You guys can go back into the stream from pre-market. You guys can click the live section on YouTube and check it out. We said the charts are super similar from WENA and AIEV. So once WENA is done, all of that volume is probably going to rotate into this stock, and we're going to hit this $4, $3.99 at the time. And then that's exactly what happened when it dumped. We followed our pre-market plan on the 275 hold, which was the protected candle that made the new high. So we reclaimed 275 on the 1 minute into open. Okay. We held this inverse head and shoulders, right? This was a head, shoulder, head, shoulder, reclaimed. I didn't take it on this ad because WENA was running at the time, so I was waiting for WENA to dump. At this time, when I saw this soaker, when it started to cool down and looked a little bit weaker, hadn't exactly dumped yet, but it looked a lot weaker, like it was about to dump. So as soon as I saw this soaker, I slapped at 275. I said I added AIEV. You guys can see 2 minutes into open. Let's take that screenshot here. All right, there you go. You guys can see 2 minutes into open. It was on voice as well and in chat as well. So I said added AIEV. 2 minutes into open, you guys can see Central Time, and then we absolutely killed it. I was holding throughout the whole way. I wanted minimum 333, which was the high, and then we ended up hitting our 399, which was our final price target, and then we dumped down. So this just tells you the significance of a pre-market plan. Could this have not played out and it played out a different way? Yes, right? There's always room for growth and understanding the market, and you will never understand it properly, nor will I, because the market is always shifting. Market makers are smarter, algorithms are smarter than us, and they're computer based, right? So, but once you can kind of do this more often and try to create a pre-market plan and you see it play out, you start to get that intuition and you start to create an edge for yourself. So keep making those pre-market plans and understand that, hey, I'm gonna be wrong sometimes, but this is part of the journey, and that I'm gonna grow and I'm gonna gain that intuition. And this is the real, like I made a tweet not too long ago, a few days ago, that there's two different types of screen times. One screen time is where you just look at the stocks and just learn nothing from it, because you're not disciplined and you're not really just waiting and learning, but you're always trying to put risk on the table and always trying to take a trade rather than learning. So having a pre-market plan helps you actually grow and learn as a trader, rather than always trying to take these dummy scalps for and never growing, right? So I hope you guys learned something from this video. If you did, subscribe, drop that notification bell. Make sure you guys are tuning into the Monday, Wednesday, Friday streams every single week. And like this video for more. All right, and that's been Minnie. Peace. See you tomorrow.